When we talk about inflammation, there's three key foods to add to your diet to reduce inflammation every day. So when we think about inflammation in the body, actually inflammation is the underlying cause of most of the diseases of our time. Inflammation in the short term, when you get a cut or a bruise, is actually really good because that's how our body's immune system responds to any kind of injury to heal itself. Long-term, though, chronic inflammation as opposed to the acute inflammation when you get a cut on your hand, this chronic inflammation is something that can actually be deadly. And that's inflammation that's caused from having uncontrolled high blood pressure, also eating bad foods. So for example, processed meats, vegetable oils and hydrogenated oils, and actually any oil, best quality oil, if you get it past the smoke point and it starts to get damaged, that can also cause inflammation. Refined sugar actually triggers an inflammatory response. So eating a high sugar, high refined carb diet as part of the standard American diet can also increase inflammation. So the top three foods I have, first is to stop eating the standard American diet, eat real food. And when you eat real food, the top three foods to conclude are berries, any kind of berries. Berries are rich in antioxidants. They're rich in one type of antioxidant known as anthocyanins, which basically are anti-inflammatory in their impact all throughout the body. So for example, blueberries can lower blood pressure, help with preventing dementia by improving brain health, and also are good for our blood vessels. So when we think about berries, they also don't raise our blood sugar to the point where it can be problematic for people who have diabetes. So you can have a bowl of berries every day and you can get a lot of those antioxidants and those plant chemicals in the berries to bring down inflammation. So it's a great part of every day in terms of reducing inflammation. Number two, I would say key food is nuts and seeds, any kind of nuts and seeds. Nuts and seeds are a big piece of the standard American diet, which we don't have. In fact, when they looked at premature deaths from heart disease, a big piece of it came from a lack of nuts and seeds in the diet. When I talk about nuts and seeds, I'm talking about raw nuts and seeds. I'm not talking about nuts and seeds that are processed with other oils, cooked in oil or added sugars or other preservatives. So when you get them in bulk, for example, they're not that expensive either. And you can get different variety. Each variety actually has a different nutrient that you can eat. And all of them are anti-inflammatory because they're rich in antioxidants that can fight off the free radicals and really help reduce inflammation throughout your body. A third really standalone anti-inflammatory food is extra virgin olive oil. This is the star of the Mediterranean diet. The Mediterranean diet being the most researched diet that's out there, not only for heart disease preventing heart attacks and strokes, but also for improving symptoms of depression, brain health, and preventing dementia, and also even with arthritis. So a lot of that is because it has an anti-inflammatory effect. And the best research in the Mediterranean diet shows that the group of folks who had the highest intake of extra virgin olive oil had the most health benefits. The key here is with any high quality oil like extra virgin olive oil, you're going to want to eat it like a finishing oil. So you want to pour it on top of your food, okay, or have it even in a teaspoon or tablespoon. This has such a strong anti-inflammatory effect that actually researchers have found that some of the plant phytonutrients, phytochemicals in it, like oleocanthal in olive oil, actually is an anti-inflammatory on the same order of ibuprofen. So 3.5 tablespoons, based on the research, 3.5 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil is equal to 200 milligrams of ibuprofen in terms of the anti-inflammatory impact it has. So you can imagine when you add it to foods, what a great benefit it has. And it doesn't have any of the side effects of ibuprofen, which include raising your blood pressure, bleeding, and gastritis. So you don't get any of the side effects and you get all the benefits.